Welcome to episode number 5 of the Dallas Stars NHL 21 franchise series, and today I'm going to be playing the Vegas Golden Knights in Vegas. It starts first day after the trade deadline. Unlike in my Austin Minnesota Suspension Draft franchise series, well, but in this series and my Suspension Draft franchise series, the Austin Minnesota played the Golden Knights in Vegas on the trade deadline, which was February 28th, and now the Stars are playing, and the Stars in my Dallas Stars franchise, which that's what you're watching right now, are playing the Golden Knights in the first day after the trade deadline, which is the day after the trade deadline here in this franchise. But the thing is, it's kind of weird. February 25th, or the trade deadline here in this series is February 25th, and over my Suspension Draft franchise series it's February 28th. That's kind of weird, and it's that's kind of weird why it's not the same date. I don't know why, and it's weird that the Dun-Duns and the Stars are both playing the Golden Knights in Vegas. The Dun-Duns, which that was the last episode of that series, which you haven't seen that yet. The playlist of that series, along with this series, will be in the sky in the top right-hand corner. If you haven't seen that yet, check it out. They play the Golden Knights in Vegas the day on the trade deadline, which in that series is February 28th. Now, here in this series, the Dallas Stars are playing the Golden Knights in Vegas, like the Dun-Duns did, but the day after the trade deadline, and it's the Stars' first day after the trade deadline, be the day playing the trade deadline, and the trade deadline here in the series, is February 25th, and like I said, the trade deadline here in this series is February 25th, and the trade deadline in my Suspension Draft franchise series is February 28th. I don't know why. But the Stars are 38, 18, and 6, and the Golden Knights are 34, 27, and 2. We're 7, 3, and 0 in our last 10, and the Golden Knights are 4, 6, and 0 in our last 10. So we're in first place in the Central, 11 points up on the Blues, and so. Yeah, and by the way, this is possibly my last video before I go to Montana. I leave for Montana this upcoming Saturday, July 31st. Right now, today, it's Wednesday, July 28th, so we're only leaving at, really, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., something like that. As soon as possible, basically, early, at 7 a.m., 7:30 on Saturday, so we leave in, like 2.5 days at this point. So, hopefully there'll be a video tomorrow. Might not be a video, but hopefully maybe Friday. But if this is the last video on this, not last video on this channel, but the last video before I go to Montana, well, if it is, the next video will not be in August 20th or something like that, August 19th, August 20th. And there's a possibility that's been on this channel if this is the last video before I go to Montana. Like I said, the next video, if this is the last video before I go to Montana, the next video will be August 20th or August 19th, August 20th, something like that. So they did back August 17th or 18th, so the next video will be I don't know, August 18th, August 19th, maybe August 20th. And possibly, if it's August 20th, there's a possibility that my first video after I did back from Montana will be my first Madden 22 video. Depends, because Madden 22 comes out forever on August 20th. And I'm going to pre-order it via GameStop online, and it's because it's a it's $60, and it's more, and it says there's free rush shipping for any pre-orders that are $35 or more. And it's free rush shipping, like I said, and it comes on or shortly after release day. So there's a possibility that if the first video after I get back from Montana will be my first Madden 22 video, possibly. There's possibly it might not come like that. It might come on release day or a day or two after release day. So there's a possibility my first video after I get back from Montana won't be my first Madden 22 video. Might not be, because first of all I might film August 18th or August 19th, and even if I film August 20th, if I don't have Madden 22, obviously I can't play it, because if I don't have it, I can't play it and I can't film it. But if there's probably gonna be, if there's any videos, if this is not the last video before I go to Montana, there'll probably be only one more. There's probably not gonna be two more. There's a possibility there could be two more, but hopefully I'll try to do at least one more. But if this is the last one before I go to Montana, well, like I said, my first video after I get back from Montana will be August 19th or 20th or something like that. So because we don't have to bet August 17th or 18th, so my first video after Montana will be like like I said, August 19th or August 20th. But before we get into this game, so that's what I just want to say. And also, if you want to stay, like, if you want to watch my adventure or my trip, because I'll be vlogging it on my Vinny J channel. If you know how to Vinny J channel, I do. And now we and I Sky along with the playlist of this series and my Dun Dun's Adventure franchise series. So there'll be the playlist of this series, playlist of my Austin Dundas. There'll be the playlist of this series, the playlist of my Austin Dundas Adventure franchise series, and my Vinny J channel, which is my other channel, my vlog channel. I'll be vlogging like because we're doing the Four Corners, Monument Valley, Arches, Dinosaur National Park, Yellowstone National Park. I was doing that lodge in Montana with my grandpa and my aunt. And we're going there because it's my grandpa's 50th anniversary. And then after the lodge, we're doing the Custer Battlefield, Deadwood, Mount Rushmore, and then we're coming home. So it'll be a lot of vlogs. If you want to see them on Instagram, Burn Corner, I'm bringing the computer I edit with, so I'll be editing on the road. Because that first day when we leave Saturday, total, like, including stops, would be like, it's like 14 hours driving time, or 13, 14 hours, but including stops for like gas, bathrooms, snacks, food, drinks, all that good stuff. We're only print stamps, but basically the stops for bathroom and gas will be like total of like 16 hours. Not for stop, like all together, including driving time and stops, will be about 16 hours. We're gonna drive past Albuquerque, New Mexico, and then Sunday we're doing the Four Corners, and then probably that video of Four Corners will probably go up probably Sunday, because I'll be editing when we're on the after Four Corners. We'll be on our way to Monument Valley probably at 1, 2 o'clock on Sunday. So that Four Corners video on my Vinny J channel, which like I said, is my vlog channel, my other channel, will be probably done up Sunday. But no promises. But just I'll be filming or posting on the road, editing and posting on the road. So stay tuned. With my Vinny J channel. Make sure to subscribe button on this channel and along my Vinny J channel. Because obviously this channel will be dormant for like, I don't know, 3 weeks. No. Also, speaking of this, we have Ben Saden, Duryanov, Radulov is out with like a strained hamstring, and he's supposed to be back March 4th, I think it said. So he's out, because usually it's Ben Saden, Radulov, but instead it's Ben Saden, Duryanov, Hintz, Pavelski, Kamano. Usually Kamano's the right winger for line 3, but then I brought in Rhett Gardner to replace the spot of Radulov. So that's why I moved Duryanov up from the second line to the first line, Kamano from the third line to the second line, and put Gardner as the right winger for line 3. So then it's Ben Saden, Duryanov, Hintz, Pavelski, Kamano, Robertson, Dickinson, who in real life did get traded, but in this game he's still in the Stars, and Gardner, and then Taliano, Fazza, and Como. With Taliano, I don't think they're going to sign him. Fazza, he's still under contract, and then Como, they signed a 1 year, $1 million contract or something like that. I think it's something like that. And then defense, Taston and Klimberg, Lindell, Bear, Ethan Bear, not via free agency. His previous team was the Edmonton Oilers. He's played, I think, 16 games, no goals, 3 assists, 8 penalty minutes, and +1 for plus minus. He averaged about 18 minutes per game. And then it's Alexiak, which in real life I know he got picked by the Kraken in the expansion draft. And then Steven Johnson, in real life retired, but in this game he's still on the Stars. And then Alexiak, like I said, I know he got drafted by the Seattle Kraken in the expansion draft a week ago from today, but he's still on this team for now. So there's some players like Tivaranta, Mark Pezzett, Tanner Taro. All those people are on the Tita Stars, which are the AHL affiliate of the Dallas Stars. Saden has played all 62 games, 36 goals, 41 assists, 77 points, leads the team in points. Top 3 is Saden, Ben, Radulov. Obviously Radulov is out with I think it was that hamstring, March 4th. Stars have won 5 straight. They're on a roll right now, which I believe it's 5 straight. 1, 2, yeah, it's 5 straight. Beat the Hurricanes 3-0, beat the Predators 6-1, beat the Blues 4-1, beat the Hurricanes again 5-2. The first one was in Carolina, second one was at home, and then we beat the Blackhawks 5-2. And out of those 5 wins, 3 were at home. Hurricanes were on the road, and the Blackhawks were on the road, and then But then the win against the Predators, the Blues, and the second win against the Hurricanes were at home. And now we're playing the Donuts in Vegas. Then we go to L.A., and then we go to St. Louis, and then we play the Rangers at home. So a little bit of it's a 4-game road trip, because last game, before the trade deadline, last game before this episode was a road game. So 4-game road trip, and then looks like we have a 3-game homestand. So let's hit the dub, boys. Let's do it. Oh yes, yeah. AHL affiliate name Sim. Okay, let's say let's start that Daniel Morales, Saden for the Stars, and I'm not sure, that might be Riley Smith for the Dolan Knights. But yeah, let's show winning points for us, winning points for the Dolan Knights. Style traditional, length 4 minutes, still semi-pro, honest, trainer, beginner. Let's do it. Let's watch the prediction, James Sabalski. Robin Leonard, 8-10-0 with 1 shutout, 900 save percentage, and 3.21 goals against average. Hudobin's in the net. It's 4-3-1 during the season, 250 goals against average, and then that's a 900 save percentage, and I believe no shutouts. I didn't plan that. Ben Bishop's our starter, and oh darn it, I thought I was way too early. So the Giants will now open a draw of the hockey game as we're on your way from Las Vegas. Here's Easton, and really signed an 8-year extension with like $67 million like last week. There's Juryanov, Ben. Remember, Juryanov's on that first line. Here we go. Oh. Remember, I didn't plan our starter, our starting goaltender, or our number 1 goaltender is Ben Bishop, but I didn't plan for Hudobin to start this game. It just the computer automatically did that. But I like that. I mean, I guess he only started 8 games, unless he has a game that he came out and got like no decision, which I don't think that's what happened. Here's Hastings, and from the circle, Leonard says no. 16:04 to go in the first period, no score. But apparently, I didn't plan, like I said, for Hudobin to start. He's our second goaltender. Ben Bishop's our first, or Hudobin's our number 2 goaltender. Bishop's so it was stopped by Leonard. He didn't miss anything. 5:45 or 15:45 to go in the first period. Still no score in Vegas. Ben Bishop's our number 1 goaltender, and then Hudobin's our number 2 goaltender. I didn't plan for Hudobin to start this game. I mean, he's only played 8 games because he's 4-3-1. So I kind of like that because I mean, yeah, he's Ben Bishop's taller, but I like to say Dobie because in real life his mascot said Dobie. I think one of his teammates on the Stars gave it to him, not like when they were on a different team, like when they were like younger, they were on like the international team or something, or I forgot. But they gave him a, I forgot, like it wasn't when they were on the Stars. He was on a different team or something. It wasn't an NHL team. It was some like international team or something. Someone gave him, that's now on the Stars now, along with Hudobin, Dobie on his mask, and that might be on his mask here, but I didn't plan for Hudobin to start. I mean, the computer just automatically put him in because I think it does that because I don't know, probably because maybe Ben Bishop gets tired, or just it just cycles in like, oh, every like 7 games, or not 7 games, but every like 15 games, or Hudobin is put in, something like that, or Ben Bishop was just tired, and then they knew that, automatically put Hudobin in. But nevertheless, I'm not complaining. I'd rather have Bishop because he's our number 1 goaltender, but I'm not saying Hudobin's bad. I'm just saying I'd rather have Ben Bishop because he's our number 1 goaltender, but still not complaining. Let's hit the dub. Let's hit the dub against the Knights. Saden leads the team in points, 77 points. Like I said earlier, out there is our second line of Hintz, Pavelski, and Tamano. 7-3-0 in our last 10. Here's Riley Smith. And like I said, the Giants are 4-6-0 in the last 10. Here's Tamano. And spun around. A score! A great deflection goal by Pavelski. 1-0 Dallas. 5:20 into the hockey game. Number 26 for Pavelski. Off the shot by Kamano from the behind the circle. I'm not sure what circle that is. I would say the right circle, right? Because I believe that's the right circle. Because really the right, from the right circle, from just behind it. Kamano shot it, deflected by Pavelski below the crossbar, so it was a lead. So he played the puck legally. 1-0 in Dallas. 5:20 into the hockey game. Assisted by Kamano and Lindell. Here's Theodore, and it's stolen by Kamano. Here's Bear. He has 3 assists, but he still hasn't had his first goal. Now it's a 2-0! Score Pavelski again! 2 goals for the Stars in 50 seconds, both scored by Joe Pavelski. Number 27, second of the hockey game. 6-11 in the hockey game. 2-0. I believe Bear did an assist on that. Then it's assisted by Hintz and Bear. Yeah, assisted by Hintz and Bear, so it's his 4th assist and 4th point as the Dallas Stars. Still in for his first goal, and I believe this is his 17th game. So obviously, here's Bear. He got kind of shoulder, obviously. Like Satan's played all 62 games, so he has played a fraction of the games. But still 4 assists, still pretty good. Here's Pacioretty, and that's offside. 12-16 they down in the first period. Jonathan Marchessault up 47 points for the Giants to lead the team in points. 2-0 Dallas, 12-16 they down in the first period. At the Bear, here's Gardner. Here's Gardner with a shot! Leonard said no. Here's Martinez. Up to Carlson. Now Marchessault leads Vegas in points. Here's Mark Stone. Bear has it now. Here we go. Here's Gardner. Not really that fast. Shot from the circle is stopped. Lindell with a tiny shot is fired wide. Bear shot is blocked. Good hit by Marchessault, or by Stars. Not by Marchessault, but by the Stars. To keep it. Here's Robertson. Oh, Leonard made the save. 8:56 to down in the first period. 2-0 Dallas. Joe Pavelski has both goals for the Stars or either team, and he's 1 goal away from the hat trick. And we're still in the first period. Here's Saden. First line out there. Ben Saden, Duryanov. Here's Klimberg, and that wasn't. I don't know. Did that even leave the ice surface? I don't think so. And that was an errant pass. And Hudobin. Oh, I guess it's in the forbidden zone, so I can't play it. Let's have that green mask turned over. But that was an errant pass right on Hudobin. Then he only made like 2 saves. And that's a turnover. Here's Chandler Stevenson, stopped by Hudobin. And we did it out this time. Let's dump it in. Let's bring out line 2 for offense. Here's Pietrangelo. And here's Stevenson. Here's Klimberg. Apparently there was a 2-on-1, but he made a good play. Up at the Kamano. Got by a guy. There might be a 2-on-1 here. A 2-on-2 score. Rupe Hintz. 3 straight goals leading off the game. 3-0 in Dallas. Well, about 15 minutes in the hockey game. 14-15 in the hockey game. Number 17 for Hintz. 3-0 in Dallas here in Las Vegas. Assisted by Kamano and Hastinen. Here's Pietrangelo. Here's William Carrier. And that was stopped by the one to the glass, I believe. Here's Glass. Good save. And that's dumped by Johns. Up ahead to Hintz. That's poked away from Hintz. Here we go. Shot! Not through, but it's not by Leonard. He passes it to Alex Tuck. Here's William Glass or something. I think he got traded in real life. I don't know his first name. Here we go! Rima, what a save by the goaltender on Kamano. The goaltender, which is Robin Leonard, right? Here we go! And, oh, I did it. Here we go. We have line 4 out for offense, line 2 out for defense. And that will be on net, no icing. Let's bring out line 1 for offense and defense. But now everyone's caught in the midst of a change. Was the Stars, but a good flying poke shot by Hudobin. Here's Klimberg. Just bring out the bank pass to Duryanov. Shot from the circle. Stopped. And Theodore got it, but then hit it right back into the pad of Leonard. 5.5 they do in the first period. Here we go. First line out there. And we didn't have buzzer beater here. We don't win the face-off. We do win the face-off. Here's Klimbird! And his shot is stopped. And one last shot went wide of the net. It's a backhander from Saden. 3-0 Dallas after one period of play here in Las Vegas. Shots 15-3 in favor of the Stars. Hits 4-2 in favor of the Stars. Time attack 3-12 for us. 117 for the Dolomites. Passing, they're better. 88.9% for the Dolomites. 77.4% for us. Face-offs 5-4 in favor of us. No penalty minutes for either side. No power plays for either side. So Pavelski has those 2 goals and on 2 shots and a +3 for +-. And obviously Hintz has a goal and assist. Pavelski has 2 goals. Kamano has 2 assists. Hastings has an assist. Lundell has an assist. And Bear has an assist. And then everyone from Taliano. Well, Taliano hasn't played for some reason. Along with Como, it's like the 4th hasn't played didn't even play at all. I don't think. Afonso played, and he's a center of the line forward, but Afonso played but for 2 minutes and 15 seconds, but Taliano and Como played 0 minutes. But yeah. Second period here in Vegas, 3-0 Dallas. Here we go, and we win the face-off. Here's Saden. Here's the Gurionov! And good save by Leonard. Shot from the circle is turned aside, and Charleston has it now. Here we go. Oh, and somehow that's not interference and or charging. Got him so late after the puck left. But Ben has a big hit on, I believe, Carlson. That's a big hip shed into the boards by, I believe, Carlson. Now it's poked out of there. This guy's dead meat. Stone. Oh, I missed him. Okay, here's Stone. Or no, I think it's someone. I don't know who it is. Here we go. Here's Pietrangelo. That's intercepted by Ben. Here's Saden. Saden on the side. That's a good bait pass. And trying to do that on purpose. Flickered. Saden has it. Another pinned hit after Leonard poached the puck away from Gurionov. 15-15 to go in the second period here in Las Vegas. 3-0 Dallas. Shot turned aside by Hudobin. Now it's in the corner. Hintz has it. Gurionov and not completely smashed. And that's intercepted by Radfonsa. And then he turned it over. Then the Giants turned it over to Hintz. Here we go. Hintz with a shot. Turned aside by Leonard. This one will hold, stop, freeze, freeze the putt. 13:41 to go in the period. Or 13:41 to go in the second period. It's still 3-0 Dallas. Belsky had the first 2 goals. Hintz had the 3rd goal for the Stars all in the first period. And lose the face-off. Here's McNabb. And I completely demolished him. Here's Hintz! What a move! Score! Hintz! Belsky has 2, Hintz has 2. 4-0 Dallas. What a move! 2nd tonight, 18th of the year. 6:49 in the second period. 4-0 Dallas. What a move! To do it around 23 and then shoots it. I believe that was what, lawn side, which is a blocker side on Leonard, and there's Fleury, who's no longer on the Giants in real life. He got traded to the Blackhawks yesterday for what, a minor league forward, I think, or an AHL forward. It was unassisted. Here's Hintz, looking for a hat-trick along with Pavelski. Here's, oh, I could have got him. Here we go. Let's put line 3 out there. Here we go, and up ahead to play by Bear to did it out. Now it's up against the boards. Don't always have it because they were out. Now Umberto starts 2-1. It's up ahead. And now Robertson. That's poked away. He still has it though. And shot! Blocker saved by Fleury. I assume that's Fleury, but the the bright yellow pads and the bright yellow helmet. Good play by Lundell. Up the head to Dickinson. Or Gardner. And that's onside. Here's Robertson! As because it was turned over by the Golden Knights. 9:25 to go in the second period. 4-0 Dallas. Hintz has 2. Pavelski has 2. That's right in front. Touch! And he ran out of real estate. I should not pass that out. As they keep it moving. Slapper. He kind of got hit right when he was winding it up. Here we go. Oh, I thought there was someone there, but there wasn't. Here's Como in the corner. Shows the rebound. What a save by Fleury. Look who's Dickinson. One on the hot state. Now Robertson follows up, scores! Jason Robertson, the rookie, with number 13. And it's 5-0. I know it's 13 because I saw it at 12 goals before the game before I started filming. Like 2 great saves by Fleury, but eventually it's hit in the back of the net by Jason Roberts, assisted by Dickinson and Como. 4-0 or 5-0 Dallas. Here's the bid win. Alessiak busted right in, score! And I believe he deflected that rebound, and it's 6-0. And yeah, he deflected 3rd goal of the season only. That's 2 in 2 games because he had one in the last game. It was an empty net goal. See, the rebound, which is backhander. The backhander by Colliano did leave the ice surface, but was deflected by Jamie Alessiak, aka the Bidra, they call him that. That's only his 3rd goal of the season, but it's a 3rd goal of the season, and he has 2 goals in the last 2 games. Only his 3rd. That's a big hit. Colliano somehow did the putt. Here's Fatsa. And there's Colliano backhander. I didn't really tell. Here's Fatsa from the tiny angle blocked by Theodore. But yeah, Alessiak has 3 goals this season, and he has 2 goals in the last 2 games. He had a goal in his last game. I know he had a goal. So that's 3rd goal of the year in this game. He has 3 goals all season, but he has 2 goals in the last 2 games. The goal he scored in the last game was an empty net goal. Here we go. The shot was blocked by Pavelski. Here's Colliano in the corner. And Petrangelo has it. It's a big hit, but he donned it away just in time. 2:25 they go in the period. Now 2:20. And that's turned aside and out of the zone. Now it's a foot race. Here's Kamano. And it's stopped by Fleury with 1:37 to go. So Alessiak, obviously, like I said, he has 3 goals this season. 2 goals in the last 2 games. And his goal in the last game was an empty net goal. Here we go. Here's Clinburn, and that's missed to the far side, or the lawn side, or whatever you want to call it. Here we go. Here they come. What a pass! But it's blocked. Almost went on net by Easton, because and that did not work. 6 seconds in for a buzzer beater. Vegas down 6-0, and Stars did it, clear it, and that is the period. 6-0 Dallas here in Las Vegas after 2 periods of play. Scored 3 in the first. No, 3 in the first? Yeah, we scored 3 in the first, 3 in the second, and we lead. Or the Stars scored 3 in the first and 3 in the second, and the Stars lead 6-0 after 2 periods of play. And it's just 2 goals and an assist.
Stars signed 2 more guys, including Braden Holtby.
They signed him?
I don't know why.
Braden Holtby?
They must either gonna trade somebody or think Bishop's not coming back.
I thought we already had enough goalies. Yeah. They have been. Jeez. They're talking about the Twins right now are playing, and they're down 3-0. So that's great. So yeah. Let's do it. Braden Holtby on the Stars? I mean, they already signed someone from the Wild who's like 36. Ryan Suter for like 4 years, and he's 36. Here's Ben. And the Klimberg. And that's stopped. And right to Theodore. Here we go, a little open space, but it's right to the wrong team. I don't know, I flipped it like that. It should be an ice in, unless I beat it. And I do not beat it. Ice in, it's Dallas, 18:23 to go in the 3rd period. Hintz and Pavelski are 1 goal away from the hat trick.
The Stars are on cruise control here in this 3rd period, leading big.
And Robertson has 1, or Pavelski and Hintz have 2. Robertson has 1, and Jamie Alessiak has 1. And that's another ice in. Or Hintz and Pavelski both have 2. Robertson has 1, and Alessiak has 1. Face-offs, 12-5 in favor of Dallas. Now 12-6. Shot turned aside by Hudobin. And backhander is stopped by Hudobin. Up ahead to Ben. And down around Petrangelo. Up ahead, Ben! And it's stopped by Fleury, but didn't cover it because hit some players for Vegas and went behind the net. Here's Stone. He might be the captain for Vegas. Good shot up high on Hudobin, but he made the save. And that's off the state of 81 Marches, though. Throw to the slot! Pavelski's denied. The hat trick by Fleury. 15-17 to down in the third. Stars, the Dogs, my dad asked if they were out. They were out before I started filming. And they both went to the bathroom. So, went number one. They both went number one. Fleury has 10 saves. Shaw! Now make that 11. Shaw! And there was an open net, but it hit the side of the cage. Pavelski chipped it out to Hintz, but then Stevenson completely stripped the putt from Hintz. 14 minutes to go in the third. Stars lead by half a dozen. Here's Pavelski. Hastening. Stitch shut there. Here's Pavelski again to Hintz. Hintz some room, but that didn't really work. Here we go. Turn to the slide. And that did not go. Here's Smith. And that did not work. Rebound stopped. There was no one down there. It was on an ice, and the Fleury will come out and play it and flip it against the last and his teammate. Here we go. Up at Terrier! And a dive block. They did the punt out of his stick. Now a turnover. Here's Gardner Lindell. Here we go. Trying to get it through screens. And it's hit bodies in front. A big hit. Here's Robertson. Already has one in this game. And from the Dickinson. And its stump rebound was there. Shot from the corner, or from basically from the parallel to the goal line, is stopped by Fleury. So Dolomites host the Panthers. They go to Anaheim to play the Ducks, and then they host the Canucks, that was a team that Jason Dickinson was traded for a third-round pick in this year's draft, which already happened, obviously. But last Friday, Shaw from the point, blundered away by Fleury, and that did not go. They tried to shoot it, try to bang it in, but that even did it near. 8 minutes to go in regulation. 6-0 Dallas. Nothing so far in the third period. Here's Duryanov across the bench. Score! The captain hits one, or the captain hits one in the back of the net, yeah, 25th of the year for the captain, Jamie Bennett. He hits one into the back of the net. That's what I was trying to say. As the Stars captain hits one into the back of the net. Number 25, 7-0 Dallas. Assisted by Duryanov and Lindell. That putt goes into the Vegas bench. And that'll be another center ice face-off. This will be a lineman that dropped the putt. 7:20 on the down in the third. And now it should be an icing maybe. Looks like no. And here's McNabb. Sit line 2 out there for offense. Line 3 out for defense. Here we go. Here's Bear, who's back. Throw it in front! I believe that was blocked. If not, it was stopped by Hudobin. Here we are, Stone. 5:40 to go, a big pile up, and Dolans ended up getting the punt behind the net. Good pass to Pacioretty from Carlson. Another shot as it was turned over. It's stopped by Hudobin, and I passed it out off the side of the net from Alexiak. As they did it out, 4:30 to go, Stars lead by a touchdown. Here we go, it's a cross score! A hat-trick for Ince. His first hat-trick of the year. And it's 8-0 now. It's third tonight, 19th of the year. As it was a good pass, I believe, Tamano to Hintz. 8-0 Dallas. 4:10 to go in the third. That was from Tamano, assisted by Tamano and Johns. Johns, I believe, he had no goals coming. He had no goals like 5 games. He had 0 goals in the season like 5 games ago, but now. Got like 2 goals in 2 games. Turnover! Shot by Stoneberg in between the circles to stop by Hudobin. 2:55 to go in regulation. Hudobin's working on I'll say it, but he's working on the thing you probably know. He's working on the blank out. That's what I was going to say. Hudobin only has 13 saves. So, I mean, he's only faced half a dozen shots. Down the ice, and Ben beat the ice in. That was close, but he does not. And remember, Pavelski's still 1 goal away from the hat-trick. A lot of the Golden Knights here, they could change, because if you can't change if you ice the puck, but Vegas didn't. I don't know why it didn't change, but not my problem. Here's Duryanov, turned the puck over. Pavelski not on the ice, flipped up ahead to Ben, to Sadin. I don't know if he's on the score sheet yet. Shot! Love to knit the glove of Fleury as he made the save. Minutes 16 to go in the third period. I knew the center line would go out there. Still the first line. Pavelski, I mean, he does have 2 goals. Still the first 2 goals for Dallas back in the first. Let's get him out there. Here, what a hit by Sadin. Up to Hintz. And that was to the wrong team. Pelsi's out there on Tamano right now. And shot turned aside by Odoman. 46.4 to go. 46, Odoman's 46 seconds away from the blank out. And we lose the face-off. Pavelski lost that face-off. Here's Pacioretty with a drive blocked by Pavelski. Here we go, and Pavelski, there's only half a minute to go. That's it's right pad saved by Hudobin. Up ahead to Pavelski. And he lost the putt. What a hit! Here we go. Here's Bear. Pavelski's trailing. In front, Pavelski! It really worked, and he just went right by the putt. 10 seconds to go. I don't think that's going to happen. At least Hintz got a hat trick. Here we are, Stone. Look, they're only trying to break the deuce head shot. Play rebound! Saved by Hudobin. He passes it out. And Hudobin gets the shutout. I believe it's first of the year. He might have already had one, but he might have already had one, but that possibly could be his first shutout of the year. Hudobin. Good save at the end. Good save. We only won 7-0. It's a little better than how the Donuts beat the Dolomites in their game on the trade deadline, which was the last episode of that series, 16-1. We only won 8-0. I might have just said 7-0, but the Donuts beat the Donuts beat the Dolomites in the last episode of that series, 16-1, and that was in Vegas. Here, the Stars only beat the Dolomites 8-0. Pavelski, we outshot them. I mean, 39-16, but that ending right there was a good save. Also, I mean, slapper. I guess it was. I said it was just. And it hit the slapper by. Who the heck is Theodore? Said it was blocked by the stick of Stevenson. Then he passed it off of Lindell, and then Marcia still had a chance. But it hit the right pad, or the left pad of Hudobin. He covered it, and then there was only like 1 second left, so he threw it out. Because that. And that was the game. Shout out for Hudobin. We outshot him 39-16. We out hit him 14-9. We only scored 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the third. Hintz had a hat trick, 3 goals and assists. Tamano had 3 assists. Pavelski had 2 goals. Johns had 2 assists. Lindell, same thing, 2 assists. Caliano had an assist. Como had an assist. Hastings had an assist. Robertson, unless they had both had a goal. Bear had an assist. Dennison had an assist. Bennett had a goal. Gurianov had an assist. Stain didn't have anything except for a +1. He only had 1 shot. Gardner had nothing except for 2 shots. Fonts had a +1, no shots. Klimberg had 5 shots and a +1. And that was it. So the only people that did a point was Sadin, Gardner, Fonsa, and Klimberg. But Sadin had a +1. Gardner had a 0 for plus. Sadin had a +1 for +-. Gardner had a 0 for +-. Fonsa had a +1 for +-, and Klimberg had a +1 for +-. Fonsa only played 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Klimberg played 31 minutes and 7 seconds. Sadin played exactly 21 minutes, and Gardner played 10 minutes and 19 seconds. But a good game. Well, 18-9 in the face-offs in favor of us. Passing 71% for us, 85.1% for the Dolomites. Time attack 8-12 for us, 453 for them for the Dolomites. We out hit them, like I said, 14-9. We out shot on 39-16. We out scored them off 8-0. And there was no penalties in this game or the game that there wasn't a penalty in this game or any penalty in the game that the Donuts had against the Dolomites. Bob said the Donuts won that game 16-1 over the Donuts in Vegas. In this game, the Stars only win against the Donuts 8-0, but that's still a blowout. We scored 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the third, and Hintz had a hat trick. No joke, it's 7-0. It's 7-0 Tigers in the top of the fourth, and I have run at second and third, and nobody out. Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen because yesterday the Twins had a 5-1 lead. Kevin Hayes, or his last name's Hayes. He's I don't know his first name. Might be Kevin Hayes, but his last name is Hayes. the catcher for the Tigers, or one of the catchers, hit a grand slam in the 9th inning. Base loaded, 1 out, top 9, 5-1 Twins hit a grand slam to tie the game at 5. Twins lost 6-5 in 10 innings. After that, had a chance in the bottom of the 10th, but after that extra interval. Runner at third, 1 out, top of the 10th for the Tigers. They didn't score. Then there was a base loaded, 1 out for the Twins in the bottom of the 10th. Kepler struck out on a fastball right down the middle. Sano struck out on a fastball, basically, or a high fastball, but he also missed earlier in the plate appearance, or earlier in the bat. He also missed a high fastball right down the middle. So Kepler and Sano struck out. Both Kepler struck out swinging, Sano struck out swinging. Then Cabrera did the Tigers the lead in the top of the 10th. On top of the 11th with a single, and then so 6-5 Tigers. Then there was a runner at third, 2 outs, bottom of 11. But then the guy was up, which was Andrelton Simmons, round out the shortstop, and they lost. And now they're down 7-0 in the top of the 4th inning. I mean, I knew this was gonna happen. I mean, there's not. Yeah. So. If this is the last video before, oh yeah, also, we're on to the main menu for a second, because I want to show you when the next episode, not when, but what the next episode, like, what game it will be, in this franchise. Yeah, we last day in the regular season, but I want to show you, like, when it is, all that good stuff. So that's it. Next episode of the series. I'm not sure when it's going to be in real life, but in this game, it will be the last game of the regular season against the Wild at home. It's I'm on the game right now. It's on Tuesday, April 6th, 2021, and that will be next episode. In this game, that will be next episode. I'm not sure when it's going to be in real life. The next episode of the series will be the last game of the regular season against the Wild at home, and the game's on Tuesday, April 6th, 2021. In this game, that's what the next episode will be. I'm not sure when it will be in real life though. But if this is the last episode or last video on this channel before I don't know Montana. If this is my last video before I don't know Montana, well, if it is. My next video, like I said, I won't be on August 18th, 19th, or 20th, or something like that. So this channel will be dormant for like 3 weeks, about 3 weeks, probably the longest time ever that it's been dormant, or that it will be dormant. But a lot of videos on this channel. Check them out. If you haven't seen any yet, check them out. Check previous videos out you haven't seen. Maybe like playlists of this series, my Austin Dunn Suspension Franchise series, playlist of my Dunn franchise Suspension Franchise series from like previous NHL games from last year. I mean, there's no videos coming out. Obviously, I'm not saying it's the last video on this before I know Montana, but if it is, or when it's like at some point there'll be a video that's on last video before I know Montana. So when this channel will be dormant for like 3 weeks, just check out previous videos, because I know bad. The May 2017, so that's 4 years. So a lot of videos, so check them out, because obviously when I don't know Montana, there won't be any videos going up on this channel for like 3 weeks. This channel will be dormant for 3 weeks, but there's still all the videos, previous videos that you can watch if you haven't seen them yet, and even if you have, watch them again. So obviously, like I said, Vinny J channel, I'll be posting on the road, so make sure to subscribe to that channel along with this one. Big red button, doesn't hit it, only takes a millisecond, make sure it's red and to subscribe. And make sure the bell's ring so you notify every time I post a new video. And do the same thing for my Vinny J channel as well. And that is the playlist of this series, my Dun Suspension franchise, or the playlist of this series, and my Austin Dun Suspension franchise series will be in the top right corner, and my Vinny J channel, which is my vlog channel, my other channel, and my Vinny. Playlist of this series, the playlist of Austin Dunn Suspension franchise series, and my Vinny J channel, which is my other channel, will be in the Einstein and type right corner, and there should be an icon that pops up at the beginning of the video. And if there is one more video on this channel before I know Montana, possibly it could be 2, but hopefully there'll be at least 1. If there's one more before I know Montana, it will be most likely. If there's one more video on this channel before I go to Montana, it'll most likely be next episode of my Boston Red Sox franchise series, most likely. Alright, so let's know if this episode the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Tell your mom, dad, your parents, idols, pets, friends about these videos. And I'm going to see you in episode number 6 of its Dallas Stars NHL 21 franchise series. Soon episode number 6. And you ought to beat in Endo Stars.